Imagine a day I had a voice, a day where I was heard, listened to, and understood. Imagine a moment I could voice my message, a message for the world to hear. To take a stand, be important, be seen, be at the front, raise my voice, tell the world what's on my heart. Even if it's just for one day.
Today is the day of every girl and every boy who have raised their voice for their rights.
And the biggest dreamers are kids. For one thing and one thing only.
Is the need of the hour.
Of after-school programs to choose from.
Is it a concern?
उनके पास ना कपड़े हैं.
What advice do you have?
The hope we have
This freedom allows me to have a voice.
Through the world's media, politics, business, sports, music, and entertainment, we want to give voice to the children in our global village. On World Children's Day, let's stand together for the world's most vulnerable and hardest to reach children. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way it treats its children. World Children's Day. For every child.
We're gathered here today because it's a very special occasion. We're here to celebrate you and also to unveil our Wall of Commitment. Our Wall of Commitment commemorates the 35th anniversary on the Convention of the Rights of the Child, rights that protect all of you. So, the wall, which you'll soon see, has on pledges from over 100 students across Barbados, promises that they want our leaders to keep. And in our midst, we also have our leaders who have also pledged promises what they intend to keep for you. So today, we'll unveil that wall, and this will stay here in the beautiful botanical gardens for everyone to see and to be reminded of the promises that we have to our children. Are we all excited? Yeah! Great. So without further ado, I would like to invite the Minister of Environment and National Beautification, the Honourable Adrian Ford, the Honourable Minister Humphrey, Minister of People's Empowerment and Elder Affairs, the Honourable Minister Kay McConney, Minister of Education. I'd also like to invite the UN Resident Coordinator for Barbados and the OECS, Mr. Roger Springett, and two students, Rashay Yearwood from Sela Primary School and Orlando Ward from the Shirley Chisholm Primary School. Rolando Ward. Great. So we'll go over to the right of the wall so that we can unveil it.
Welcome to our day, World Children's Day. Today is about children expressing themselves through the arts. Drumming is part of cultural arts. We will be entertained by a group established in 2006 by Youth Commissioner Peter Skeet and Sophia Lee. The project came out of a series of cultural training programs sponsored by the Division of Youth Affairs to provide constructive activities for the community's youth. The performing arts component of the group specializes in African, modern, and Caribbean folk dance and drumming. Has won numerous awards at NIFCA, Dance Fest, and Independence Parish Talent Competition. Performed at numerous community and national events, traveled regional and internationally, sharing elements of Barbadian culture. Performing a drum piece entitled Tumbres de Alba, the Haynesville Youth Club.
Minister of Environment and National Beautification, Honorable Adrian Ford, Minister of People's Empowerment and Elder Affairs, Honorable Kirk Humphrey. Other government officials, UN Resident Coordinator, Barbados and the OECS, representatives from other organizations, and most importantly, children. Good morning. My name is Trevney Murray Harper, and it's such a joy to welcome you all here today as we come together to celebrate something very special, children, their voices, and their future. Today we mark the 35th anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child, a landmark that reminds us of the promises made to ensure that every child can grow, dream, and prosper in a world that respects and protects them. This year's theme, Keeping the Promise, along with the powerful call to listen to the future, challenges us to do just that, to truly hear what children are saying and to act on it. They are not just the future, they are here, now, shaping the world with our voices, our ideas, and our boundless energy. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the unveiling of the Wall of Promises. This wall is so much more than just a display. It's a testament to the hope and dedication of children across Barbados, where children ask leaders to make promises to uphold our rights, to respect our voices, and to support our dreams. It's a proud moment for all of us, knowing that this generation of young people are stepping forward to help share a brighter future. We are here today to celebrate World Children's Day, but more importantly, we are here to celebrate children. The future of any nation is shaped by the potential of its children. Today we honor their voices, their ideas, and their right to be heard. Let's use this moment to reaffirm our commitment to their well-being and to ensure that every child has the opportunity to succeed, to dream, and to be heard. Thank you all for being here and for joining us in this celebration of children and the promises made to them. Your presence today is a powerful reminder that together we can shape a brighter future for every child. Welcome, and let's make this day a day to remember.
Children use dance also as a medium to communicate.
A piece choreographed by Crystal Headley Seeley, a graduate from the University of the West Indies Creative Arts Program with specialization in dance and film, and who is passionate about the performing arts. She aspires to become a renowned choreographer and dance teacher. Echoes within explores and complex journeys of mental health through lens and vulnerability and resilience. Navigating a dynamic landscape of emotions, embodying the struggles of fear and triumphs that accompany mental health challenges, it serves a poignant reminder that healing is a journey filled with both darkness and light piece. The piece is performed by a 15-year-old Kyra Williams.
Hello, you know I'm tired. Hello, you know I'm tired. Hello, you know I'm tired of tears. Hey Lord, just cut me loose. Hey Lord, you know
Is this enough? Hey Lord, I wanna stay. Hey Lord, you know I'm fighting. Hey Lord, you know I'll find it. I don't know when or how today. Hey Lord, I'm on my way.
Thank you, Anomaly Dance Academy. World Children's Day is a day to celebrate the power of children to change the world. It is a global day of action for children, by children making the adoption of the Convention on the Rights of Children on 20th of November. Like our mural, which is filled with beauty, our next performance is about beauty. We will have a poem by Chloe James, Beauty is a Butterfly.
Beauty is a butterfly, with wings which span outward and colors that erupt with unexpected grace and fluency. Butterflies stand out, with a beauty which commands our attention, daring us to look away, if we can. But we often stand transfixed, gripped by the wonder of what they once were. Because as caterpillars, they could not soar. They were restricted to trees and to earthy pathways, where sometimes they were squashed without a chance to spread their wings. What would the world be like if every caterpillar was crushed, never having the chance to become what it was meant to be? I too am a child with wings, which will take me where I want to go. My opportunities are endless, because my strength lies in my ability to soar. And I know that you will ensure that I am not crushed, nor broken, by violence, by pain, nor by strife, nor by the silencing of my voice, and not just that in my head, as sung by Edwin long ago. You will protect me. You will surround me in a cocoon of blessing and make space for me to grow, to thrive, because like a beautiful butterfly, I have wings, and I too am meant to fly. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. What a beautiful poem.
We cannot speak about children's rights without engaging both sets. Voice must also have a voice. Kadari's Ali will now sing.
Under the globe of the very bright lights, I turn my face toward the warm night skies, and I am not afraid of 1,000 nights. Oh, I used to think, what wouldn't I give for a moment like this? This moment, this gift. And now look at me, and this opportunity is standing right in front of me. And one thing I know, it's only part luck, and so I'm putting on my best show. Under the spotlight, I'm starting my life. Big dreams becoming real tonight. And now look at me and this opportunity. You're witnessing my moment, you see. My big opportunity. And now I'm here, and it is time. 'Cause this is real, and it is all mine. And I am not afraid, not afraid.
in my moment, you see. My big opportunity, I won't waste it, you see. Thank you.
Thank you, Kadarius Aline from the Lodge School, winner of BIM's Got Talent 2024.
At this point, UNICEF representatives will share a brief remark. John Bano Manuhis.
Honorable Ministers of People's Empowerment and Elders Affairs, Mr. King Humphrey, Honorable Minister of, Minister of Environment and National Beautification, Honorable Adrian Ford, Honorable Minister of Education, Mrs. Kay McCormick, dear partners from senior government, NGOs, private sectors, and children. I'm not very good at the protocol or introduction because actually today the only important ones should be children. I should nominate you one by one, but that would maybe keep us a little bit late. So just to say that I'm happy to be here. It's an honor for me to be here this morning with you, with so many children and young people, to celebrate this very special World Children's Day. You're demonstrating your deep awareness of how much your voice matters in shaping both the critical debate around your right and your vision for the future we will inherit. And you will see that for me it's important because I kept my jacket despite the hot weather to demonstrate, that it's a very important and serious ceremony. Indeed, this year marks the 35th anniversary on the Convention on the Rights of the Child. For children, a convention, to explain, it's a treaty, it's a document, it's a piece of papers that states that your government signed to commit on something. And that time, they committed to support your rights. And they committed a long time ago, since the convention was actually ratified by Barbados in April 1990. Only a few of us were born at the time. The convention embodies a bold and ambitious promise to the world children, to Barbados children, a promise that life should and will be brighter, safer, and more equal today, and if not today, tomorrow. One of the key themes for the milestone anniversary is keeping the promise. A promise that shall keep for more than 30 years. I'm thrilled that UNICEF, Government of Barbados, school teachers, children, have collaborated on the monument that we just inaugurated. Our wall of promise that we unveiled this morning is not only a vivid and impressive, which I hope will last for a long time, but also being adults across our communities and our society to concrete pledges, promises, as to how they will make things better for children in a very concrete way. For you, we have pledges from the powerful. I saw many ministers' little commitment on this wall. We have also pledges from civil society, faith-based organization, key opinion leaders who are publicly committed to actual tangible action. It's actually really less a wall of promise and more a wall of responsibility. There are many also very direct, candid, heartfelt questions and ask from children themselves all along the wall. Promise me you will see my full potential, no matter my disability, say 16 years old Janaina. 17 years old Antoine ask, promise to keep me safe while I'm at school. And indeed, if there's a place where children should be safe, it's at school. Promise me that we have a school drug abuse and mental health program from 15 years old Teshawa. Promise me that when I'm talking, you will not talk over me. That's Abby, who's 6 years old. And I would add, Abby, it's not only about, taking over you. It's not only about hearing you, it's about listening to you and taking action from your speech, from your question, to try to respond to your concern. Those are just some messages we received, and I really encourage you to look at all of them, take pictures, share them on social networks with your colleagues. highlighting the troubling truth, that children are still fighting for their dignity, for their right, in too many places, while actually you should be heard, nurtured, and protected. We hope that today, and again, it's not just an event, it's a beginning, it's a continuation of a joint effort of the whole society to respond, to address these rights in the coming days, months, years. Never forget, keep the promise. And we shall keep this promise. At this moment of reflection and reckoning, as we look back at what happened over the three past decades, with honesty and integrity, we must examine what we've done and what we need to do. Barbados has certainly done well, and I've been in many countries, and I can really confirm that with certainty. Almost everyone has access to safe and clean drinking water. Fewer young children die before they even have a chance at life. And the 5 mortality has fallen by 60% since the signature of the convention. Most children have access to early, primary and secondary school, and level for basic reading and math are relatively high. However, and you reminded that to us on the wall and in our discussion, our children are still facing existential threats. We're not doing enough to ensure that young people have a planet that is safe and livable. As inhabitants of small islands, developing states, we are all too aware of the threat of climate change and its effect on life, equipment, infrastructure, livelihoods. Children of those islands are in some of the most vulnerable countries on the planet, often in the shadow of poverty, social inequality, lack of access to quality and modern education, especially after COVID-19, that fulfill their needs and aspiration, and with increasing exposure to violence and lack of safety. I'm not sure that we have more violence, and I would say the good thing is that this violence is less tolerated, is more documented. However, every single act of violence against a child is one act too much, one act too many, and we will fight against that. To the children and young people gathered here today, it's critical that you play a critical role. More meaningful participation in developing policies, programs, and concrete action in your neighborhood, your parish, your village, your country, that will impact and influence your life, but also ours. Don't be afraid to take up space and make demands. We want to create opportunities for you to share your voice and to amplify them. We want those voices to resonate and reach leaders with the power to make significant change, whether at global, regional, or national level. We want you to be the leaders of today, of tomorrow. We want to hear you on the climate crisis, migration, your education, your mental health, your safety, your future employment and opportunities, your rights. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you need. It was really earthened recently to see children here in a forum with ministers in Barbados. I was there. Quite a few of my colleagues were there, to answer the questions raised by children, to make concrete suggestions for change in their life and to the life of children who cannot express themselves because they are isolated, vulnerable, and don't have a voice. This should be the start, this is the start of an ongoing dialogue. Let's work together to ensure a sustainable, equitable, and resilient future, leaving no child behind. For every child, every right. Thank you.
We want to thank the UNICEF representative for his brief remarks. We welcome the Minister of Education, the Honorable Kay McConney, Minister of Environment, the Honorable Adrian Ford, and the Minister of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs, the Honorable Kirk Humphrey. We will now hear from the ministers in that order.
Good morning, all. We started this morning with the beat of the drums, which carries the heart of the people and it summons our ancestors. And this is a day of truly of celebration on World Children's Day. every day should be World Children's Day. Do you agree? Absolutely. And today is a day that we come to honor the rights and the well-being and the potential of every single child around this globe. Particularly here in Barbados today, we are focusing on you. So I hope that you don't mind if the few words I have to say will be addressed to you, the children of this country. The significance of today and all of these other people that you see here is to remind you that taking care of you and making a way for you in this world is a collective responsibility, meaning that it is the responsibility of all of us we see here. Our teachers, our head teachers, our parents. You see members of government here. You see members of the non-governmental organization. Those are the charities and the foundations that support young people. And we, of course, have to salute UNICEF, Jean-Benoit and his entire team at UNICEF, the Minister Humphrey from People Empowerment, Minister Ford from the Ministry of the Environment, and of course, all of the representatives here from the Ministry of Education. We have a collective responsibility to help to take care of you. And I think as we reflect on some of the challenges that you are facing, as well as some of the opportunities, we have to celebrate you, how you can bounce back, how with all that you face, there is resilience from which we can learn from you. I want to say it is our duty to listen to your voices. And as I read the board that was the wall of promises out there, if you start at the left side when those of you get the chance to go, one of the themes that you see recurring over and over and over are you, the children, telling us that you want us to value your opinions. You want us to listen to you. You want us to recognize and value your voice. It is perhaps, as I just skimmed the wall, one of the most popular of the promises that you have asked us to make and that you yourself are making to doing what is right. I want to say, let us take this moment to acknowledge the work that is being done by the individuals and the organizations that are here. I know there are several, and I do not have the full list in front of me. And for those who are here who I do not recognize, please recognize that it is not because you do not matter. I see the Sandy Lane Foundation represented here. I see represented the Eden Lodge Youth Trust. And I see others who I do not know the names of your organizations, but I know that you have over a period of time consistently stood up for the children of this country and supported initiatives for youth. And so, children, I want you to give a big round of applause. And I thank you for that, because we are committed to actions that will transform your lives. And I want to say also that as we celebrate, let us remember that while our future may be in your hands, your present must be in our hearts. It must be in our hearts. And I give you that commitment from our Ministry of Education that even as we rise above all the challenges, you will remain at the center of the opportunities and our efforts for you in this country. On that, I will close, because I don't want you to stand up here listening to a whole long speeches. What I want you to take away is just knowing that we care about you, that you matter, and that we're here for you. Happy World Children's Day.
Good morning all. Happy Children's Day to one and all. Happy Children's Day. Happy Children's Day. I think it's a momentous occasion, and coming on the heels of International Men's Day, I want to say today that the only way that the young men here could become the men that we want them to be, the men that will carry this country forward, the men that will seek to transform the lives of their children and their children's children, is if we have a safe and clean environment. That is the only way. Y'all can clap for that because it's the truth. And first of all, let me thank UNICEF, the representative of UNICEF. I don't know if I will be able to pronounce that name. John Benoit, my minister colleague, Minister K. McConney, my other minister colleague, Minister Humphrey, all the children here, all the representatives. I want to say today a happy good morning. I want to start with the maxim I used when I was Minister of Youth. It basically says that no decisions for the children unless you involve them. So I'm happy today that you all are here at the center of all our discussions, that you all were participated in the promises. And I saw a number of promises as it relates to keeping the environment clean and beautiful. I saw the promise as it relates to stopping the littering as we know it, that is seeking to destroy life in this planet, both the animal and plant life. I saw those promises. But I want you to make a promise today to me. And the promise is for each one of y'all before the end of the year to plant a tree. That is a simple promise I want y'all to make for me. And so I want to repeat after me. I promise to plant a tree before the end of the year. You can say it. I promise to plant a tree before the end of the year. Thank you. And what would this promise do for Barbados? So far, we have planted over 580,000 trees. And I want to say today that this noble act that you just promised to, of planting a tree, will save your life. It will save the life of your children and your children's children. It will save the life of the next generation. Trees serve so much different functions. It protects us from the extreme heat. And you see it every day. One day it is bright and sunny, like what we are seeing today, and the next day there is excess flooding. So climate change is real. And I want you to do those simple things, like picking up the garbage, putting it in the receptacles, and planting trees, protecting our animals, because those things will be responsible for protecting the environment, the ozone layer, food security, because you know that trees provide food. So all these beautiful things that we are supposed to do for the environment, I want you to be an active player in. I just simply want to say to you, in the same way that you all have made certain promises to me, I myself made a promise. And that promise is on the wall, along with the promise from the Minister of our People's Empowerment and Elder Affairs, the Minister of Education, other ministers. And my simple promise to you is to provide safe, green, and environmentally friendly spaces for all Barbadians and visitors. And all Barbadians include our children. So in the same way I promised that to you, I want you to keep your promise in planting that one tree, which runs in synergy with the old axiom that we have at the ministry: trees save lives. It will save the life of your generation and the generation to come. So have a wonderful day. God bless you.
Good morning to everyone. I was just kidding that I was going to speak for 3 hours, but it's just a joke. I'll be very brief. I want to say a very special good morning, first of all, to all the children who are here. So please give yourselves and give the children a massive round of applause. I want to acknowledge, obviously, my ministerial colleagues, the Minister of Education who just spoke, Ms. K. McConney, the Minister of Environment who also just spoke, the Honorable Adrian Ford, who asked you to plant a tree. And I want to acknowledge the representative of UNICEF, Simon and John Benoit. Thank you so much. And of course, I want to recognize the permanent secretary in the ministry, Mr. Jehu Wiltshire. And I must recognize Ms. Faith Marshall Harris, who's the chairman of the National Committee for the Rights of the Child for Barbados and responsible for a lot of the work that we've been doing lately in the ministry. Please give Faith a round of applause, and the entire committee a round of applause. Of course, I want to acknowledge the teachers who are also here. Children, give your teachers a round of applause too. And all the other officials who are here in whatever capacity. I really promise to be very brief this morning, but it is really a pleasure to be here this morning as minister responsible for children. And I must confess that we have done wonderful work for children in Barbados over the years, and a lot of that work we've done in conjunction with UNICEF. And I really want to thank UNICEF for the contribution that they've made. Again, please also thank UNICEF for the work they've done. I see the representative, also the Sand Lane Trust people, and Mark that I just met. Thank you as well. Look, listen to me. I don't intend to be long, really. I just really came to thank the children. And perhaps in a way also to offer an apology, because I know that it is not easy to be a child in Barbados. And the reason that it's not very easy to be a child in Barbados is because most of us, when we were children who are now adults, we were taught that children should be seen and not heard. Many of us were given these tools. Children should be seen and not heard. And when we became parents, many of us attempted to give that back to the children. The children should be seen and not heard. Well, there are a lot of things that were given to us as children that we know now are not necessarily the best tools. And this theme this year encourages us to listen to our children. That's very difficult, first of all, for parents. It is a very difficult thing for people who were taught children should be seen and not heard to find themselves in a position where they have to listen to the very children that they think they have control of. And the truth is, I once heard that we do not borrow this world from the children that what is he saying? We borrow it from our children, essentially. It's not our world to inherit, basically. And at the end of the day, this is therefore your world. Barbados belongs to the children of Barbados. So I need you to stand and to say very loudly to all who can listen that Barbados is my country. And that I need the adults to listen to me. So we will say it one more time. Barbados is my country. And I need the adults to listen to me. Thank you very much. Please sit. Now, during the course of the year, you would have heard us have a debate in Parliament around the Child Protection Bill. And teachers, if you haven't introduced it in the schools, I would love you to introduce it into the schools so that at least the children get some familiarity with this Child Protection Bill. But the bill essentially seeks to implement all of the different articles that are established in the convention. And what that means is simply that children have a right to education, they have a right to health, they have a right to a clean environment, they have a right to be heard, those various things. That's all we sought to do. And one of the most disappointing things was that during the course of the year, we also had to fight other people to get those rights for you to be recognized as your rights. But those are your rights. And I hope that at the end of the year, we can proclaim this legislation, Faith. I hope that we can proclaim this legislation and make sure that we protect children in every possible regard. The last thing that we did with UNICEF again was a symposium where we brought together ministers and allowed children to ask us some questions. I would like to have the opportunity to do that one more time. Bring all the ministers together and you all ask us any question that you want. You tell us what it is that you like. You tell us what it is that you do not like. You tell us what it is that you fear. You tell us what it is that you want. Because Barbados belongs to you. And so at the end of the day, that's all we can do. Try to offer a bigger, better Barbados for the children. So we want to say on behalf of the government, on behalf of the Prime Minister who is not here, and from my own very heart, that we love you all very, very much. You mean the world to us. And we are only borrowing this world, but that Barbados belongs to who? Don't say Barbados belongs to me. Barbados belongs to who? Me. Exactly. Have a wonderful rest of your Children's Day. God bless you very much. Thank you.
Hold my hand, understand, I need you, you need me too. I need love, I need care, treat me fair, please be there. Love for every child, care for every child, hope for every child, peace for every child. I have rights, I have needs, I have feelings, don't hurt me. I love you, you love me, protect me, I need safety. A home for every child, food for every child, education for every child, protection for every child. Build a better world for every boy and girl. We are your treasure, so protect our future. Help us all to grow, to see a better tomorrow. Love for every child, care for every child, hope for every child, peace for every child, a home for every child, food for every child, education for every child, protection for every child, for every child, for every child, for every child, for every child.
Conflict resolution is a tool we believe children should use more of. The Ronald Weeks Primary School in the piece Daddy, Wake Up highlights the pain and effects of gun violence caused to not only the victim but also families, especially the children. The piece was written by teacher Keisha Haynes and Andre Haid and performed by Chelsea Pilgrim and Christian Bushell. We hope that the piece will cause young people in Barbados to try better ways to resolve conflicts and for authorities to find effective ways to curb the violence taking over Barbados.
We interrupt this program with some breaking news. There has been yet another murder in Barbados. During what should have been a friendly football match, yet another young man has lost his life by the bullet of a gun. With all these incidents occurring, the question remains, when will this violence end?
When will this violence end? When will blood stop running in the street? Why not? Somebody tell me. So many murders in this little Barbados. But never once did I think it would affect me, nor my family. Never once did I think somebody would come and kill my daddy. He was a loving son, devoted father, caring husband, protective brother, loyal friend, hard worker. Yes, that was my daddy. We meant the world to him, and he meant the world to we. So tell me, why would somebody come and kill him? Who would take me and my siblings to the sea and make us our favorite dish of corned beef and macaroni? Who will read my little sister a bedtime story or teach my brother how to do a wheelie? Who will walk me down the aisle to my husband to be? Why wanna come and take my father from me? My father was such a gentle soul. He was the strongest and bravest man I know. He was very strict if he went out of line, but yet very loving, helpful, and kind. Our dad knew how to make us feel better, even if he was having a bad day. Don't worry, baby girl. Things will get better, I promise. He would always say, Daddy, wake up. You can't go leave me. My dad was so talented. He even built the house that we live in with his 2 hands. And I mean everything. In fact, if you look around the neighborhood, you can see my father's hands. He put up his 4 fence, paid like Mr. Banghouse. And if something our Auntie Pothouse want fixing, all she had to do was call my daddy. And whatever else wrong, leave it to he. Violent crimes in Barbados out of control. It's like gunshots is a normal song, like a rooster crow. But I have a very serious question. How did guns get here in the first place, though? Barbados is known for making sugar, rum, and other delicacies. But nowhere in Barbados makes Glocks, 9mm, AKs, or Uzis. Something needs to be done about this urgently before other children have to be crying like we over them, Daddy. The thing is, morals in this society go down to the floor. Cause how you can see children around and still take out a gun to shoot them? Imagine that children in Barbados being shot too. There will be an outcry for a few days. Then silence. Nothing more said. That is until it happens again. The cycle going round and around like a merry-go-round train. But here we are now. The news got another murder headline story. But this time, on the front page, it will be my daddy. My daddy who never liked to see me cry, who will always come and wipe the tears from my eyes. He was my hero in every sense of the word. But them government, don't they care about that? Don't they care about me, my daddy, nor my family? Tell me, what I get from this now? And bring a pleasure to any life? Well, let me tell you what we get. We get a hole in our hearts, a void that will never be filled. These girls got the boys feel like they're bad, like them invincible, running around like monkey handling gun. It seems like they're just doing this thing for fun. People in this island, especially one of your men, we got to stop with this madness now. Shooting for the slightest little thing. When one can't find a solution when one arguing, nobody has to die because he made you feel small, because you ego bruise. So you got to know yourself. Ain't nothing you got to prove. Don't be so fast to react. Because when you pull the trigger, it's more than one life that will end. And that is a fact. This gun violence needs to stop. And it needs to stop now. I would never wish for another family to have to go through this again. Rose up early this morning to the sounds of crying. Another daughter shedding her tears. Oh, Jah, why all the pain and suffering? Why all the senseless killing? Could it be that nobody cares? Oh no. So many sons lost in this slaughter. Blood running in the streets like water. A gun in hand knows no friend. Oh, one mugger selling death in my land. Getting rich off the souls of its children. Can you tell me when will it end? we tread down Zion Road. How many more Jah must carry this load? How many more Jah before we tread down Zion Road?
A healthy, clean environment can nurture a child's ability to reach their fullest potential. Basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, and clean water are necessary. However, quality health care and a solid education are all required for a child's development. Children require a standard of living that is good for their development. Future development so they can create a more sufficient standard of living.
Children must be provided with an environment of care, understanding, and happiness. Caden Reed tells you all about I Am a Child.
I am that child. Have you seen me lately? Do you know my name? I am that child. I am that promise. I am the future. Just take notice and watch me be great. Do you know that the beauty of opportunity awaits me? I can be anything I want to be. I will plant seeds now. I will nurture. I will watch them grow. And perhaps you will promise to help me. Will you honor my rights to be seen, to be heard, to be shielded from every danger and harm, to be taught and fed good food while I live free from violence, discrimination, abuse? You see, I am that child, a special wonder, but I need your hand of guidance to make it through. I have rights to a quality life and a rainbow of tomorrows where I can be loved and protected just like you.
A 10-year-old who loves to sing, dance, and share the words of God is about to come to perform. When not preaching, she can be found playing the violin or piano. She aspires to one day become a nurse, a teacher, and a part-time hairdresser. Performing I Am a Miss. Let's welcome Rochelle Carter.
Good morning.
You are the one who gave me my life in the Spirit. You are the one who gave me my first breath of life. You are the one who nurtured and cared for and watched over me. And because of your love, I have the victory. I am amazed by comfort. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed. You are the one who gave me my life in the Spirit. You are the one who gave me my first breath of life. You are the one who nurtured and cared for and watched over me. And because of your love, I have the victory. I am amazed by your glory. I am amazed by your strength. I am amazed by your power. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed by your love. I am amazed by your grace. I am amazed by your comfort. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed. You said in your word that you would be right by my side. And you said in your word you would wipe every tear by my eyes, Lord. And you said in your word that you would be there for me. Oh, because of your love, I have the victory. I am amazed by your glory. I'm amazed by your strength. I am amazed by your power. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed by your love. I am amazed by your grace, Lord. I am amazed by your comfort. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed by your glory. I'm amazed by your strength. I am amazed by your power. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed by your love. I am amazed by your grace. I am amazed by your comfort. I am amazed. I am amazed. I am amazed. Thank you.
At this time, let us pause and acknowledge the muralists, Alexa, Sergio, and Nikolai Charles, who created that beautiful mural. Please give them a round of applause as they turn. Applaud as they pass, please. We could do better than that. A powerful voice from the Richard Stout Teen Talent is coming. She's singing. Let us welcome Chelsea Ellis singing, Lord, You Are Holy.
Lord, you're holy, and we lift you up
and magnify your name. Sing it with me, Lord, you're holy. Lord, you're holy, and we lift you up and magnify your name. As I look around and I see all the works that your hands have made, the awesomeness of you, and how your love will never fade. Mere words cannot express how I feel inside. I can't describe your glory divine. So as a token of my love, this is what I'll do. I'll lift my hands and cry, Lord, you're holy. Lord, you're holy, and we lift you up and magnify your name. Lord, you're holy. Lord, you're holy, and we lift you up and magnify your name. There's not enough words that I can say to tell you how much I appreciate all the wonderful things that you've given me. Your love and kindness, your tender mercy. It's my desire to praise you and tell you how much I love you. You're worthy of all of the honor, Lord, you're worthy of all of the praise. I don't know how you could love me, how you could give me so much mercy. You didn't have to suffer and die for me way back on Calvary, but I just wanna thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful, glorious, holy and righteous, victorious, conqueror, triumphant and mighty, healer, deliverer, shield and defense, strong tower and my best friend, omnipotent, omnipresent, soon coming King, Alpha, Omega, Lord of everything, you're holy. Is your name. Victorious, conqueror, triumphant and mighty, healer, deliverer, shield and defense, strong tower and my best friend, omnipotent, omnipresent, soon coming King, Alpha, Omega, Lord of everything, you're holy. Is your name. Lord, you're holy. I gotta cry, holy is your name. Lord, you're holy. We gotta cry, holy is your name. Thank you.
Imagine a world where your voice could change a life. A world where everyone, no matter their background, has the right to speak, create, and connect. That's the power of freedom of expression. But today, millions of children still can't raise their voices. They're silenced by poverty, conflict, and fear. Their ideas, their dreams, locked away. This isn't about words. It's about the freedom to learn, to question, and to grow. When we protect every child's right to speak, we ignite change. Stand up, speak out, and inspire us all.
Mrs. Faith Marshall Harris, Chairman of the National Committee on the Rights of the Child and member of the United Nations Committee on the Rights of the Child, will now read a message from Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Dame Sandra Mason, President of Barbados. Her Excellency Dame Sandra Mason was in 1999 one of the first members of the United Nations Committee on the Rights of the Child and became one of the first chairs. Mrs. Faith Marshall Harris is the second person from the Caribbean to sit on the committee. A round of applause for Mrs. Faith Marshall Harris.
Right. Good morning, everyone, to you beautiful children, and the protocol having been established because, of course, we want to be able to continue with the performances. But I'd like now to read a message from Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Dame Sandra Mason, President of Barbados, on the occasion of World Children's Day 2024. Today, World Children's Day, is one in which I am decidedly happy to be able to participate. It's a day when we all come together to celebrate our young people and reflect on whether we have been successful in creating a world that respects their rights, fuels their aspirations, secures their futures, and of course, as well making them aware of their responsibilities. World Children's Day is the outcome of the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child, which this year marks its 35th anniversary. It is the most ratified human rights convention in history and represents a promise and a commitment to children that we will endeavor collectively to improve their lives both today and in the future. The rights of the child has always been a feature of my personal and professional life. In addition to being a pioneer on the Committee on the Rights of the Child in 1991, when the committee was first established, I was the magistrate of the Juvenile Court here in Barbados for nearly 20 years, ensuring that the rights of our children were enforced and protected. As President of Barbados, the rights of the child continues to be my focus, especially in light of the many challenges which children face in today's world. I've seen much progress in the recognition and realization of children's rights in many spheres, in education, in health, in having a voice that is heard. In Barbados, we will continue to strive for the rights of each and every child, no matter the background or circumstance or vulnerability. Children, you are at the center of what we do to build a more prosperous, more equitable society, because you are the future. As one great leader said, we stand today where you will stand tomorrow. We, the adults, are also reminded of the instruction from the poet Khalil Gibran that you are not our property. We are nurturers, the stewards. You are your own individuals. quote, the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself, unquote. So, with your rights to grow, your independence, your freedoms, come great responsibility because the future is yours. I urge you to take advantage of the many opportunities which are available to you to advance every aspect of your lives in a positive direction so that you will be prepared to lead this country to a brighter future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Faith Marshall Harris.
The Sharon dancers are a group of girls ages 7 to 12 years old who attend the Sharon Primary School. Their growth was formed in 2023 by Miss Rishan Rock, a teacher at the school. The girls are passionate and eager and willing to learn what is necessary to develop and grow as dancers.
Sing whoa, hear my plea, oh dear. A song from my land. Rose up early this morning to the sounds of crying. Another mother shedding her tears. Oh yeah, why all the pain and suffering? Why all the senseless killing? Could it be that nobody cares? Oh no. So many sons lost in the slaughter, blood running in the streets like water. A gun in hand knows no friend, no. Warmongers selling death in my land, getting rich off the souls of we children. Can you tell me when will it end? How many more must carry this load? Oh, how many more? How many more? How many more? Before we trot down Zion Road. How many more? Sing wayo, 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 wayo. Heavenly Father, won't you hear my plea? Send a happy hand for the country. In man, there's no solution. No. I'm begging for the children's future. Oh, Jah, drugs got them by the collar. How can we stop this mind pollution? Why must we carry this load? Too many starving and too many hungry. Too many homeless souls in the city. It seems like there's no. Too many big shots and too much connections. Too many loopholes in Babylon system. But yeah, how can your children go? How many more must carry this load? How many more before we trot Zion Road? Sing with me. How many more
Give your next clap for the Sharon dancers, please.
A Lance Corporal with the Barbados Cadet Corps, this finalist of the Richard Stout Teen Talent 2024 made an appearance with our local singing sensation, Romancia Murray. Let us show appreciation for Joshua Osborne singing Love, Oh Love.
With all its people, all the wonders love can bring. Give us strength and understanding. Give us all one song to sing. Let the music play. Play it loud and make it clear. It's time to stand up to a new world that is now so near. From the bottom to the top, to the leaders of the land, we all have one heart. Every one of us must lend a hand. Let there be. Oh, let there be. Let there be. To all the world, we've got to see that love, oh love, what a blessed thing. Oh yeah, say it loud, make it clear today. All the walls are falling down. No more children off to war. It's time to stand up. All the suffering will be no more. We can share this world today. Let there be. Oh, let there be. Let there be. To all God's children, let them see the love. Oh, love, what a blessed thing. Oh, yeah, say it loud, make it clear today. And freedom, no more lies. We can save the world if we try. One world, I know we can make it. Yes, it's only in your heart. Yes, it's only in your dreams. We can climb the highest mountains. We can make the whole world sing. Oh yeah, love. Oh love, what a blessed thing. sing. Oh yeah, say it loud. Make it clear today. Thank you.
Thank you, Lance Corporal Osborne. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to our final 2 acts. Right. This young lady, who has been singing for over 10 years, has as her mentor the most honorable Stetson Wiltshire. She also has a love for track and field. Let us welcome Destiny Bruce of the Springer Memorial Secondary School.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other, yeah. We will rise, we will rise, we'll rise, oh, we'll rise. And I'll rise up, rise like the day, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you,
I had to fix up my life, this heat wave making me realize I can't go to hell since I this small. Oh, the classroom hot like fire, but now it's a different kind of heat. My grandchildren burning. How the children go study like that? no progress.
The UNCRC Article 28 says that every child has the right to an education. But this heat affects our quality of education. We need help to beat this heat.
In the news today, how to improve education by beating the heat. Put adequate cooling measures, AC and fans in classrooms, provide cool drinking water available for students, improve the quality of physical infrastructure to restrict sun exposure, such as covered walkways, plant trees for shade and put plants in classrooms to cool the atmosphere. A comfortable classroom and a cool school contributes to a child's better education.
This newly formed steel plant group led by the talented 17-year-old Tyree Enfield. It is time for synergy energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the band isn't finished yet, but I want to acknowledge a number of persons, and then we're going to ask the band to continue to play their final set. We have 3 young MCs, and we want to recognize them. Callie Speed, Renison Lawrence, and Destiny Bruce. Also, many thanks goes out to the Minister of Education, the Honorable Kay McConney, the Minister of the Environment, the Honorable Adrian Ford, and of course, Minister Kurt Humphrey and his ministry, the National Committee on the Rights of the Child, as well as UNICEF Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. And let us not forget the staff of the Botanical Gardens, all principals, parents, and members of the media. Of course, the coordinator, Ms. Faith Marshall Harris. Please give all of those a big round of applause. Right. So, band, what we're going to encourage you to do, continue to play while we encourage the teachers in an orderly fashion. You can start row by row to take them to get refreshments, but don't crowd out there, it's still hot, so you can still play, entertain us all in here. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please give all the coordinators, the volunteers, everybody, a big round of applause. Thank you, P.S. Wiltshire as well. Go ahead.